Dave back with Blockbuster Underground, another new episode. We're doing a quick one today. Judging by the hockey jersey, you can guess what we're going to be talking about. To start with, though, I did get my hands on NHL 25 from EA Sports, their new updated, new this year version of the tried and true old game that I've been playing since '93 was the first one that came out on the Genesis. Yeah, I date myself, but I've also seen my team win the Stanley Cup twice. Anyway, NHL 25. I played one game so far. Obviously, Habs all the way. Game was against the Leafs. Fun game. I'm pretty rusty, so I'm still getting used. It's been a while since I played 24 even. But fun game. Good, realistic, I guess you could say, animation of the skating around and stuff like that. Game was 1-0 for me. I made a sweet tip across the crease to Gallagher, and he tipped it in for the goal. It was a beauty. Had the shutout until about a minute 35 left in the game, and then the commentator goes, "Oh, all I got to do now is preserve the shutout," and it's like, "Oh my God, bitch! You don't say that word till the game's over." That's like saying the M word, the Scottish, in a theater. No, 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 no. You don't do that. It's like walking on the logo in the dressing room. You don't do it. Lo and behold, about 10 seconds after the commentator said shutout, I got scored on. Next thing you know, Toronto pulls their goalie. Empty net, popped it in, 2-1. Face off, let them win the last face off. They pulled the goalie again. Pop, empty net, 3-1. Fun first game. I'm going to get cracking on it after I post this video. I think my next game is against the Boston Bruins. So that should be interesting. But yeah, if you have EA Access or Game Pass on the Xbox, there is a 10-hour free trial you can download, and it's the full game. Like, I haven't tried Hockey Ultimate Team or Be a Pro or anything like that. I'm just in franchise mode right now, but you can literally play the entire damn game for 10 straight hours. So if you're into it, it's worth checking out. I'm having fun with it so far. If you go into roster sharing, there are downloadable rosters that will update everything to right now. That used to be a pet peeve of mine back in the day. I'd spend the first 2 weeks with the game just updating all the rosters. They need to put a search function in. Please put a search function into the roster thing. Makes it a lot easier to find players that way. Anyway, when it comes to real life, this is why I've had this page up here in the background. We have the Habs against the Leafs in Montreal tonight, preseason. They did play the other night. Toronto won 2-1. Jacob Dobis was playing fucking lights out for the Habs. That kid's got some talent. He was making saves he had no reason to be making on that game. But anyway, so let's see here. We got Gouldy skated with his family for the first time since his appendectomy. Yeah, he had his appendix out last week. He's fine. Not like John Gibson, where it was like an emergency appendectomy, and he's out like 2 months or something now. Like, oof. So yeah, let's see here. There's Cole. Okay, so Brassard. Canadiens took to the ice to make final preparations for their second preseason game against the Toronto Maple Leafs on Saturday. With training camp continuing, two groups laced up their skates in the morning, with Group B first hitting the ice on the second rink at the CN Sports Complex. Before the main Group A session, Patrick Laine and Mike Matheson went through some drills with Director of Hockey Development Adam Nicholas at one end of the ice, while Samuel Montembeault and Caden Primo worked with goaltending coach Eric Raymond. Here's a look at the lines and defensive pairings deployed by Marty St. Louis. Oh, this is tonight's lineup, guys. Woo-wee. So we got Cole, Susie, and Slaff on line one. Wool. Oh, you know what? Lane? Lane is wool in French. Did they just... I am in the... Yeah, I'm in the English version of the page. Well, this would have been French otherwise. So line 8, Kirby, and Newhook line 2. That's fucking funny, guys. Wool. Watch that become his new nickname, like Wi-Fi. Anyway, we got Joshua Roy, Owen Beck. Hey, Peter O'Pete's boy. Nice. And Josh Anderson on line 3. And then we've got Davidson, Kandata, and Sean Farrell on line 4. Not bad. We got Mikey with David Reinbacher on first line. Lane Hudson with David Savard. And then Wi-Fi with Mayu. Oh, yeah, let's bring it on. And we got Primo with Montembeau backing up. I don't know. Primo might play the whole game. I guess it's going to depend on how it goes. Let's see. What else we got here? Caden Gooley skated with his teammates for the first time since undergoing an appendectomy. Didn't it say skated with his family? Well, I guess the team's his family. That's weird. Who's working on the fucking... Like, hire me to fix this shit up, guys. Like, come on. This is ridiculous. Like, get your numbers straight. Anyway, let's see. To conclude the morning, a final group held a session on the ice after main training. Quotes of the day. Let's see. Owen Beck on the possibility of facing more NHL teams as the preseason progresses. He goes, yeah, I imagine we'll start to see more NHL rosters as teams trim their rosters. There's obviously still a bit of variation in rosters at this point. The closer we get to the season, the more I think teams will be sending almost their entire NHL roster into the fray with a few guys still fighting for a spot. Yeah, it's always the way the preseason's been, though. You don't always, like, a lot of the big stars, like, look at fucking Matthews in Toronto. I don't want to play. It's only preseason. And it doesn't count for my goals. Do I get to carry them over? Do I get a save game? Fuck off. As you can tell, I am not an Austin Matthews fan in any way, shape, or form, or Mitch Marner, or Nylander, or any of those clown shoes. But anyway, let's get back to it. Logan Mailloux on his desire to deliver a big performance tonight. I think I definitely have to improve every day. I think I've had a relatively good camp so far, but not a great one. I definitely have to put in one of my best performances tonight. I don't know if there's anything specific I want to show, but I want to play my game the best I can. I've seen this kid play live. I went to a Pete's game and whatever, was it London he played for? I forget, but I was watching. It took me a second when the game started, and I was like, Mayu. I'm like, wait a minute. And then I was like, ding, the light went off. I was like, that's fucking the kid that Montreal drafted. And he was just teeing up some bombs from the blue line, guys. Like, holy shit, I felt bad for the goalie. Like, kid's got a big shot on him. He's a big size, too. So, I mean, if he can get his game together and putting him on the same line as Wi-Fi tonight, oh boy, I predict we're going to see a lot of big hits. I'm hoping. Here we go. One last bit. David Savard on how a defenseman can perform well on the penalty kill now that Jordan Harris and Jonathan Kovacevic are no longer on the unit. He says, I think it's a matter of where the other team wants to put the puck. I think if you have to think even more about what they're trying to do, they're talented players on the other side. You're down one player, so you really have to try to make good reads, things like that. You have to sacrifice yourself to block shots. Game against the Leafs scheduled to begin 7 p.m. at the Bell Center. Centre Bell. To purchase tickets, click here. Let's see what they would be going for, if at all. Oh? Combien? Oh, look at that. Right by the goal. Right behind the goal. Holy shit. Canadiens shoot twice in that end. $325. That's nuts. Hang on. Yeah, 325 Canadian. Jeez. We paid $281 to see Pearl Jam. Like, holy moly. Let's see. What is... Let's see what a regular season game would be. 7:15. Oops. Accept and continue. Scroll out of it. Okay, so here we go. Buy the 450. Holy. Let's see. What about down here? 202. Probably the same. Yeah, 202. Up here, 226. Well, I guess those aren't too bad. If you're in the first bowl, right, what do the seats up in the nosebleeds go for? $80. Yeah, yeah, $80. Very back row, $80. Yeah, so it looks like anything from 80 to 450. That's playing the Rangers too. Let's see if we can find regular. Here we go. Regular season Toronto, Montreal. 553. 553. 644. Holy hell. 553. 553. What about the nosebleeds? $195? You gotta be shitting me. That's ridiculous. 100. Wow. 275. 372. Holy shit. No wonder people don't go to fucking hockey games anymore. 200. 2, 4. So say four of you wanted to go to a game, fucking dead to last row of the fucking Bell Center, and you'd be paying 200 a fucking pop? Jesus. And then the fucking beers there were just, oh my god. It's like what was it? The FC game I went to, it was $14 after tip for a freaking 370 ml can of fucking Budweiser. Unbelievable. So yeah. Anyway, we will probably chime back in at a later date with an update as to what's going on with NHL 25, as well as probably, well, we'll see if we can do an update on the actual Habs and do a recap video or something like that. That could be fun. But anyway, let me wrap this one up for now, get it posted up, and we'll catch you on the next video.